Good morning.
I hope you all in good situations and good conditions. So I'm Lady Herianti as the moderator of this group that will conduct every presentations from this member of group. But before that, let me explain about the rule of this activity. In this activity, in every presentations, we have two sessions, which the first sessions is the material or the topic by the presenter, and the second sessions is for the members of the group. They have the opportunity to ask the questions, and the maximumly questions is 2 questions in every presentation. So without any further to do, let's start from the first presenter, which is Nopita Sari, with the topic the background of wedding dress from Lampung tribe. Nopita, it's yours.
Thank you for the opportunity given. My name is Nopita Sari. Now I want to tell you why there is difference between traditional clothes in Lampung province. Lampung ethnic gather that they live in Lampung have a well-maintained tradition, in spite of the fact that they come from the same Lampung ethnic gather. There are few contrasts concerning the tradition of lives between one bunch and another. In common, there are two enormous bunch of Lampung individuals. First one is Lampung Pepadun and second one is Lampung Saibatin. Lampung ethnic bunch of Pepadun could be a local ethnic gathered live in Lampung or Abang Siwomego in North Lampung, Tulangbang Megopa in Tulang Dalam, Bubian Suku in Central Lampung and also in East Lampung, and as well as Buai Lima in Waikanan residence. And the last one is Peminggir Teluk in Bandar Lampung. And Lampung ethnic bunch of Saibatin comprise of citizens of Peminggir Melinting, South Lampung, Peminggir Semaka in Tanggamus, Peminggir Kalabrak in West Lampung, and the last one is Komering in borderlines of South Sumatra. The main contrasts of both Lampung Pepadun and Lampung Saibatin or Peminggir are especially concerning the framework of their conventional administration. Inside the society of Lampung Saibatin, the issue of conventional leadership is something acquired. Meanwhile, agreeing to Lampung Pepadun, the conventional administration conceivably pursued through a certain conventional ceremony and endorsed in conventional meeting. Therefore, a well-known wealthy man and has extraordinary impact in the midst of society. Agreeing to Lampung Pepadun custom can reach the next lesson and clear out his Asian lower course. To pick up that level, one out to conventional Begawi adat, commonly experienced by ushering a few carabos and welcoming the campusing citizen to celebration, or like regularly held for a week. Those both two ethnic bunch are commonly known as social bunch, run conventional ceremony. Till presently, conventional ceremony is regularly held to commemorate the birth of child, the circumcision of children as they develop youthful, and also the wedding. Yes, that's why the traditional clothes of Lampung Pepadun and Saibatin are different because they come from two different ethnic cities in one custom tribe. Not only different from traditional clothing, but also local language. So yes, that's the difference between them. And also why the white traditional clothes are more famous in Lampung province because the white traditional clothes themselves are from Lampung Pepadun, where the city of Lampung, which is the capital city of Lampung, is Bandar Lampung, and it is like the customary part of Pepadun, so it is more famous here. Besides that, because the red traditional clothes are more likely like Palembangese or Palembang traditional clothes, so many people choose white traditional clothes rather than the red traditional one. So I think that's all that I can say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nopita, for your explanation. So, is there any questions, guys, for Nopita's presentations? Okay, Lita, please.
Okay, thank you, Miss Lady and also Nopita. I'm so really curious. There are a lot of Lampung is, I mean, like one province, but they have different wedding dress, right? In each area, I mean. So, which one of the wedding dress that you think that still keep the how we say the cultures. I mean, like somehow when we know that there is a combination between moderns and also the tradition itself. So which one do you think and why?
I'm sorry, Lita, but I think the connection is bad. So your voice is like not good. So can you please replay the main point of your question?
Pardon?
Can you please
Can you
replay the
replay the
main
questions,
point?
Lita, please?
Yes, lady. What?
Can you replay the main point of your questions?
Okay. The main point is which one of wedding dress that based on your opinion who still keep the cultures. I mean there is no combination with the modern.
Thank you for the question, Lita. Based on my experience, I think the white traditional clothes still upholding um the white traditional. Is that answering your question, Lita?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, thank you, Lita. Other questions? Okay, Mala, please.
So, for Nopita, which one do you prefer? The red clothes or the white clothes? Thank you.
Thank you for the question given. For me, I prefer to choose the white traditional clothes because it is from my tribe. It is from because I'm from Lampung Pepadun, so I prefer to white traditional clothes.
So is that answering?
Yes.
Okay, because so from Nopita explanations, we know lots of wedding dress from Lampung actually so impress but still looks elegant, right? So the next we going to the next presenter, which is a Jihan. We have Jihans with the topic houses of Lampung trip. Jihan, this is your turn. Jihan, can we just move to the next presenter because I think Jihan have the problem with her signal.
Okay, I continue. The traditional house of Lampung has its
Okay.
peculiarities such as the stakes or roof made of wood, red, either of wood, glue, even animals that can more reborn in the event of an activity. As the Lampung has no earthquake from time immemorial, and Lampung locale in Asia include recently Australia, this house in collect Nuwok, Nisquit, and thanks for the space of the building, the house building belongs to the people of house on the steel. House people was called because it has many advantages, namely step from wild animal like Lampung famous for elephant, and reset to equate because it's supported by solid wood make in vibrations, and under the building can also be used for breeding. Allows to building similar to stems of the stake which is also found in another area, but the house has a distinctive feature wrong with house. Note don't take is distinct and uh, this a symbol symbol is the symbol indicate the difference of social status, tribe, and ethnic the exist in traditional. Social papadun remain always well great will maintain a color of mutual respect between another host. And okay, next, thank you. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you, Jihan, for your explanations. So, go to the next sessions. Any questions, guys, from Jihan explanation?
Me?
Okay.
Okay.
Can you repeat the questions?
My question is, mention some of the part contained in the House of Custom Lampung list.
Mention
Okay,
some
Jihan.
of the another names of the traditional host. There are Sesat Agung, the second Nuobalak or Led host, the third Nuolunik.
Is that answering, Fitri?
Next question.
Yes.
Okay, any other questions, guys? Is that clear? Okay, your first put.
Okay, for Jihan, my question is, can you mention some of the others name of the traditional house in Lampung?
Okay, Jihan.
Can you repeat?
Okay, Jihan, this is your turn to answering the question.
Can you repeat?
Puput, can you repeat the questions?
Can you mention some of the others name the traditional house in Lampung?
Mention part content in the host of custom Lampung. The one Ijan Geladang, which is a staircase that is equipped with a great room of rock. A brick or fruit shop is a place used for small meeting. The name is Pusiban, is a room that is used as place of formal deliberation. The word space is a place that is used to store, store defensive musical instruments. Uh, the Maroon Elephant Room is a resting place for the customer balance center. Is a bed for the children or an inner concert party. Okay, thank you. That's all.
Okay, is that clear?
Clear.
Put. Okay, so from here, Lampung actually has several traditional houses with the differences names and also the history. So we're going to the next presenter, which is we have Lita Sari with the topic Lampung's philosophical. Lita, this is your turn.
Okay, thank you, Miss Lady, for the times and the chance. Okay, well, guys, hello, good afternoon. I'm Lita. Here's I like to take the philosophy of Lampung. Well, firstly, people will give us bad image when they hear about Lampung because it's really a common issue that in here is really exists of begal, right? But actually is not, which is everyone need a foundation in order to be there. How you say, to be to be their foundations to do the daily life and also how to how to get their goal, and so on and so forth. Okay, so in here, the philosophy of Ulun Lampung or Lampung Mist is already written in Kuntara Raja Niti's Holy Book, which the first one is Piil Pesenggiri. Piil Pesenggiri itself means that got ashamed with inappropriate words, which out of religion law because they keep their dignity above everything. So it means that Lampung Mist is not as bad as people think because of the issue of the begal, and they speak so loud because they think that it's not polite, right? So in here we can get a point that Lampung Mist really keep the religion law because they are afraid of the sins, to make a sins, and they will get the the result of it, because when we do the good thing, so we will get the good, and if we do the bad thing, we can get the bad itself. Okay, and then the second we have Juluk Adok. I'm so sorry if I'm not good in the pronunciations. In here, like, have the attitude based on their title in the tribe itself. So in here, like, if you in a tribe like Papadon and Sahabatin, it's like kind of, for the parallel example, it's like the kingdom system. So there's a leader, queen, king, and so on and so forth. So in order to keep your title and your image, you need to have the behavior as good as the title you have. Even if we are common people, we still need to keep the image of ourselves. So as well as them that need that have to keep the image. And then the third we have nemui nimah. Nemui means visit each other's. Nimah means you accept the guests. So it's like vice versa. In order to keep the bonding each other's. And then the fourth is nengah nyampur. Nengah nyampur means like we live in here with a several tribe, society, and so on and so forth. So we need to socialize, having interactions with the others, and don't be so individualist. And then the fifth is sakai sambayan, means gotong royong in Indonesia. It's mean like help each others in every social activity, in every single thing that we can help and that we can do together. Okay, because two heads is better than one head. Okay, so that's all the thing that I can explain about the philosophy of Ulun Lampung. So is there any of you already curious about the philosophy itself? Thank you.
Okay, Lita, great presentation. So we next to the next sessions. Is there any questions, guys, for Lita? Is that clear? Sure. Okay. So a very nice explanations, Lita. So we can know about the philosophy and issue of Lampung itself. Sometimes that we don't know or and don't care about it. So because we still have two more presenter, we next to the Mala with the topic architectural of traditional Batak tribe. Mala, this is your turn.
Okay, thank you, lady, for the host. So, good afternoon, everyone. And in this session, I would like to present you about a Gorga architectural of Batak Toba traditional house. So, Gorga is form of architectural decoration found in the culture of Batak Toba in the North Sumatra, Indonesia. The Gorga motif is in the shape of flowers and also in undulation. The motif is either painted or cured. One wood using three colors that are white, red, and black, and each correspond with a different realm in Batak Toba cosmology. And Gurga architectural, often found in the Batak Toba architecture house and also in the instrumental. And they are meant to protect the building or the object for the spiritual harm. And the Gurga motif often decorate the surface of traditional house and figural carving. Georgia, Gurga, ignorant are believed to protect the house against flood, earthquake, and fire, and to repel the house against harm from the evil spirits. And also, according to the way it works, there are two types of Gurga. The first is the Gurga Uktir. It is made by using chicle. And the second one is the Gurga Bias. It is made with tricolor, and there are, as I said previously, red, black, and white. And according to shape, Gurga has several shapes. There are Gurga Ipan-Ipon, Gurga Sitopi, Gurga Simatahari, Gurga Disayu, and Gurga Simanggung. And that's all about me. Question, please.
Okay, thank you, Mala, for your explanation. So, any questions, guys? Okay, Puput.
Okay, for my question about Gorga Matahari and Gorga Singa. What is the difference between Gorga si Matahari and Gorga Singa, and that is mean? Is there any function for it?
So, Gurga Matahari is a symbol of sun. So the Batak tribe using the symbol as they considering that we cannot live without the sun. And also the Hulu Singa, evil spirit.
So, is that clear, Puput?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, any other questions, guys? Okay, Lita, here, please.
Okay, Mala, thank you for your amazing presentations about Batak because it's really great to know more about Batak itself. Okay, so my question is, what is the unique traditions or the unique activity from the Batak tribe that you think it's really how you say it's really incredible than the other tribe?
So I think
Thank
from
you.
the Batak, I seven marga, and everyone should come and celebrate the tradition. So I think it's really great because the generation is very big, and it's take a lot of money from it. Thank you.
Okay, is that
Yes.
okay? So, from Mala presentations, each tribe in Batak has a distinctive culture and architectural style with their historical itself. So we gonna next to the other presenter. We have Fitri with the topic Sinamot of Batak tribe. Fitri, you are please.
Okay, today I want to given by a man to a woman when he is about to carry out marriage, and the story of Batak, of Sinamot actually start from the work of the Batak people who used to mostly farm or mangula, so that when woman and man get married and the wife automatically follow the husband, and so that the wife family feel his work in the rice field is increasing due to lack of work because her child live with her husband, and This where the man has to replace her. At the time, the name was Gajah Toba or Horbo, and time passed and the change to Sinamot before was in the form of money. The value was very heavy. There are buffalo like uh, pay with kerbau, bull or lembu, money and gold. According to the Parana condition, the Sinamot gradually turned into money. Sinamot has actually become a matter of pride for both patients. And in Batak tribe, Sinamot must be given to the bride as a sign of buying or taking a doctor to be a companion to the crown life. There are levels of Sinamot. If the doctor to be married has graduated from a school or a graduate, then the price is different. For example, if the woman is bachelor of the price start around 25 million and uh, senior high school the price is usually only uh, 10 million and below. So higher the education of woman, the higher the price. So the price of the bride depends on her education. And that's all about my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Fitri. Any questions, guys? Is there any questions? Okay, Mala.
So, so why the cost of cinnamon is different?
Uh, it is the price of cinnamon can be determined through a request from the bride and also the agreement of the parties from the family man.
Okay, so Sinamot is something requirement attack tribe, right? So
Yes.
next to the last presenter, we have Puput with the topic wedding of Batak tribe. So Puput, your please.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I want to tell about the prosesi Batak marriage. The first is Mangariska. Mangariska is an unofficial visit of a male messenger to a uh, talks between the two parties who applied for and those who applied were limited in the relation of the closest relative and were not yet known to the public. And third is Marta Sinamot. The groom's relative in limit number come to the bride's relative to do Marta Sinamot, discuss the matter of honest money or to her. And the fourth is Pudun Sauta. The male relative unhesitatingly delivered chopstick containers containing rice and side dishes, livestock that have been slaughtered and received by the parburu, and after eating together continue with the distribution of jambar juhud or meat to relative which uh, distribute of jambar juhud. And fifth is martumpol, wirid martupol, singing an agreement of the customary marriage by the parent of both parties to the marriage plans of their children in the presence of church official. The Procedure for pertumpolan is carried out by crowd official in accordance with applicable regulation. Follow-up pertumbolan is a crowd official proclaiming the wedding plans of the bride and groom through the news of the congregation, which in HKBP is called ting ting, wirid tik ting, and the sixth is Martonggo Rajo or Maria Raja is a ceremonial pre-wedding activity that is absolutely carried out by the traditional wedding organizer that aims to preparing the interests of traditional marriage that are technical and non-technical, and then known to the public that at the same time, and then requesting permission from the surrounding community, especially Dogan Sahuta, or using public facilities at the planned party. And the seventh is Manjolo Pasu-Pasu Parbagosan or marriage blessing, ratification of the customary marriage of the bride and groom according to the cross procedure. After blessing of the marriage is finished, the bride and groom are legal as husband and wife according to the Christ. And then eight is performance party, is a celebration event that is joyous for the traditional marriage of son and daughter. And the nine is Maikhat in Ampang, namely the bride was taken to the place of the bride who was held by a male relative to accompany. If the party for the wedding is held at the groom's house, the bride is allowed to return to her parents to be escorted by the Namboru to the place for the Namboru. And 11 is Paranak eats together at the man's residence. And 12 is Paulak Unea. And the 13 is Mandahya. And the last is Maningkir leader. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Puput. Is there any questions, guys? Is it okay, Mala? Your first.
So from the process of jahat juhud, is this distribution only for family member or anyone can get it? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mala. About Pudun Sauta, after eating together, continue with the distribution of Jambar Juhud, which is we give consist to mother's family, relatives hula, and father's clan relative Dongan Tubu, members of the clan in-law or Boru, chairman or old people or pariban.
Okay, is there answering? Mala?
Yes.
Okay, any other questions? No? Okay, so from this activity, we know that Indonesia is a country that are very rich in cultural diversity. That's culture become our nation's identity that we must need to know about it. because all the presenter had been done the presentation, so we can close this activity. I'm sorry if there was a mistake in grading this activity. Thank you very much, guys, and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Thank you, lady.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, lady.
Itu